Gura is a beautiful countryside with awesome landscapes. If something differently would be done to the Nigerian textile industries, that our youth will be employed. Only the people that attend the church here can tell you.
Service in Holy Rosa is in
We are taking a canoe tour of the communities on the bank of River Niger in Getso. Arah, a small community in Isoko South local government area of Delta State, is no ordinary town. The world is coming into terms with that fact. The town prides itself as the home of a rare miracle. Over the decades, belief is taking over doubt on that scope. As a matter of fact, over the last 4 decades, Araya emerged as a credible hope for tourism and pilgrimage. For the miracle of Araya is of the spiritual kind. From the earliest times, man has sought rare occurrences to reinforce his faith on any subject matter. In the world today, science constantly comes up with some landmark conclusions to debunk some long-held views and beliefs in multiple spheres of human endeavor. In many respects, however, science tends to leave matters of religion and cultures alone. Perhaps because the report of an occurrence of a miracle of religious value can hardly be subjected to scientific scrutiny. The story of Araya has deep religious undertones, and it rapidly influences spiritual decisions of many people. We arrived at Araya on a Friday. Our mission was to visit the site of the miracle. On the day, the town wears an unassuming mien. It was quiet. Its major streets are near empty, except for pockets of pedestrians and cyclists. Scores of pilgrims arrive at the town daily to seek the face of heaven. The place where it is generally believed by the community to be the miracle site is not in Araya town proper. It is in Ibedi, a wilderness of water and farmlands, some 3 kilometers away. During the dry season, it is accessible by road and by water. In the rainy season, it is only accessible by boat. We arrived in the rainy season, so our trip to the site was inevitably by boat. We received the blessing of the community heads to visit the site. 2 boats were released to us to take us to the place and back. We were not alone. We were joined by a couple who are visiting the site on pilgrimage. The story will never fail to amuse you. But then, as we are moving, the story will unfold. But then, we are beginning our journey. So, follow us. Move into the water with us as the story unfolds. Let me rest more. Our movement at the onset was smooth. The environment was opening before us beautifully. The waterways are shared by farmers and by pilgrims. We are all excited at the prospect of being at this amazing site. Our journey on this water is going to take us almost 90 minutes. You may think it is a very distant journey. Yes, it is. But what we are going to see is worth more than the journey, because it's a place of miracle. Miracles rarely happen, but it happened where we are going. At the side of our destination, we are all animated. The journey had been really an experience. Eventually, we were in our destination. Unfortunately for us, we couldn't give you details of our travel to this place because it has been raining all along. You can see how well drenched I am. For over 60 minutes of our trip to this place, it has been raining and we are exposed. We had no umbrella, no anything, so only travel on the canoe. But thank God we are eventually there. So the story begins, the story of our miracle. Exactly where we are in this place, there is no place anywhere. That means there is no formal human settlement anywhere around this area. All along these places are farmlands and water, river, a channel of river Niger passing through this place. If you look at that place, you can see some people just coming back from the farm. So this place is actually a kind of no man's land. So what will make individuals or people come and build a chapel in this place and build an altar? What is the real story behind this act? Is it an act of worship or what is it? So that is it. Mercifully, the answers to this are not far-fetched. It is in response to the firm belief that this is a place for a miracle, a spiritual miracle.
In 1914, there was a woman who had a farmland in this place. He planted yam in this place, and every August 18, we experienced flood in this place. So during that August 18, a woman harvested the yam and gathered them from where the monument is. So on that August 18, come to look whether the water have carried the yam. Already here, he saw a Bible open on top of the yam and a letter attached to it. So a woman's and rain was falling, and letter attached to it was not worthy. So fear carried the woman. He ran back to go and call her husband.
The unique feature of this miracle is that it happened in the 20th century. Many people can identify the characters involved. In fact, the name of the woman whose basket the Bible and the letter were said to be found is Mrs. Ofonweke Esiebo.
What is the name of her husband? Esiebo. So he ran go back to go fetch Esiebo. Already there, he saw Esiebo and he telling the story what he saw in her farm. So on his way coming back, they saw the Bible on top of the yam and a letter attached to it. So they carried the Bible to the village. On their way going, they carried the Bible on a basin. On their way going, they saw the rain was falling heavily. And rain was not entering inside the basin, it was falling around the basin.
It so happened that at the time of the incident in 1914, the community believed that the event was a fulfillment of a prophecy by the first Christian evangelist in Araya, Mr. Isara Rogo. They believed that Mr. Isara and his followers had been advised through dreams to expect a wonderful blessing from God to Araya. What was not known, however, was the form the miracle will take.
So they have to take the Bible to Word of the Prophet for patterning. So during that time, they take the Bible and the letter to pattern for interpretation, because nobody know how to read and write.
Yes, exactly.
So they take the Bible to Reverend Porter for pattern. Already there, Reverend Porter he carried the Bible and the letter, he entered a room. When he through with the reading, he come back and tell them you come back the next 2 weeks for interpretation. So Isara said to them that if there is the case, you have to give us our Bible and the letter attached to it. So next time, on 2 weeks' time, we will bring the Bible and the letter for the interpretation. So the white man said, they should come back the next 2 weeks. His face was changed. He said to Isara that if you don't go back, I will push you for. And Isara look, before I will reach ground, I will be a dead man. And those people, they are very gentle with everybody. So they come back, the next 2 weeks, they go back for interpretation. Reaching there, the white man have traveled to England.
So he carried the Bible?
He carried the Bible and traveled to England.
And the letter?
And the letter. So reaching there, the other white man are serving him. They asked him, where is Reverend Porter? He says to them that Reverend Porter have traveled to England. As they were discussing, they have an information that Reverend Porter have died for high sea.
On the high sea.
Yeah.
So nobody recovered the Bible.
You know, you go and rescue the other one go for rescue. That is how the story is.
Oh, that's how the story is.
Yeah.
So do you have a story or what is the condition of the Bible now?
Well, the condition of the Bible, the other one take the Bible to England.
Okay. They told the Bible is in English. Is the Bible written in English or was it written in which language?
Well, I can't tell.
You cannot say. What of the letter? What was written on the letter?
I think everything was written in English because the white man read the Bible and the letter.
Happened in 1914.
In 1914.
Okay. While those events were unfolding in 1914, there were no deliberate efforts to build a monument and an altar here. This, in spite of constant references to the Araya Bible over time. The present structure was actually built in 1986 when Araya evangelist Lawson Egaraga wrote to the community about his dream regarding the Bible and the need for Araya people to identify the spot and do something there. The result was the emergence of these two structures, a monument and an altar. You know, that is what you call the body of Christ. That means the Christian community and their different churches and communities. Do they endorse it as a bona fide place and other things like that? Do they accept it as it happened as the story is told today?
Yeah. They come together and pray together, and every night we will have all night here every day. Okay. So they come together and do things together. Even most of the time. Muslim people come here.
They come here to seek intervention?
They come here.
Okay.
So, yes, generally for everybody.
My guide actually did not get my question. True, however, the place received worshippers across. Well, I must tell you, when that miracle happened in 1914, it happened in August, and it happened on a rainy day. When we came to this place, although it is not August 14, it is still August. And coming to this place, it has been raining all day long, and in fact, we were drenched. We are just dried up. So, well, what a coincidence. But the story continues. The monument essentially captured the reality of the Araya miracle. In it is a depiction of Mrs. Ofonweki basket loaded with yam, and the Bible and the letter. Generally, all the surroundings of Ifjedi are considered sacred, the presumed site of the miracle Mosho. It is not uncommon to see anointing oil, letters of supplication, and money deposited at the side by pilgrims to help channel their requests to the Lord in heaven. You say people do not enter this place?
Well, normally they open it for everybody, but because of people's behavior, they want to make the place off. So the committee decided that nobody should not enter until they get program. Generally, people will enter.
Okay, so people are defiling the place.
That is it. That is why the community decided nobody should not enter until if they have anything in this place, so they can people can enter.
The altar is the center point of the spiritual undertakings by the pilgrims. It actually played the role of a church, but this is a church without the badge of any recognized formal church in the country. People from different religious backgrounds come here to seek divine intervention. On this day, the people are intense. We were told many have left in the morning and a grand number are on their way. In this church, there is no standing priest or pastor. In fact, the day-to-day order of service here is that on daytime, pilgrims pray individually. Every midnight, however, they all come together and pray together till daybreak. The point must be made here that Araya community built the altar and the monument with their resources, and the ones in charge of maintaining it. The fact is, people from across the country come here for seclusion, the sanctity of the place, and pray alone. Many give account of results.
I came in yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yes.
That was, okay, yesterday. So, actually, what is the purpose of your coming to this place?
Just like you rightly said, so many persons come here for different purposes.
Yes.
I, for one, I like leaving my place of abode as my home because to avoid distraction, to come to this place to pray. Because when you get here, you see other persons praying and fasting, seeking the hand of God. So when you come here, even if you find it very difficult to pray and fast at home, when you come here, you see persons like you doing it, you will be like, take up a challenge to do it.
So when people come here, they sit down and pray.
Yes, to seek for God's intervention.
So when did you hear about this thing? So what is the attraction here with this place?
I've been hearing about this mountain, but I came for the first time last year, December. We were preparing for a crusade. So we came here to pray, asking God to go with us to that crusade. And when we went for that crusade, we saw God manifest himself in different ways. So after that, I came myself January. I have an uncle in London. He brought us here that December last year. So when we came here, we saw the way the persons were testifying of what God had been doing in their lives when they came to this place. And then I now knew that God was here. So after the program that December, I had to repeat on my own. I came on January, and I've been coming since then.
For me, this place is in Jerusalem. I don't need to go to Jerusalem. It's right there with us. All the time I've been visiting this mountain, God has been doing wonderful things in my life. So whenever I want to seek the face of God, I always come here quietly and pray. Without nobody interceding for me, without no prophet, no pastor, I come quietly and pray. I seek the face of God, and my life is always something else.
I came on Wednesday and I'll be going on Sunday. Last month I came with my brother who is there, Brother Faithful. So we spent 3 days and 3 nights. When I came, I was feeling very sick. Typhoid, malaria, plus pox, and at the time it became very severe. That for me to sleep was a problem, to talk, to pray was a problem. And I told him that the thing is getting out of hand. He said, "This is a healing ground, I can't seek here."
I'm from Edo State, Auchi.
Auchi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're welcome.
Welcome.
So, why do you come to this place?
When I come, anywhere I go, they always tell me I have a call of God upon my life. Anywhere I go, the professor told me I have a call of God upon my life. So I call to seek the face of God. Okay.
No, so you have the call of God in your life, so you have to come. Why do you choose this place?
Why I choose this place? Because last year I come this place with my pastor. So I see the evidence. That's why I come to seek the face of God upon my life.
Upon your life.
Yes.
There are peculiar aspects to supplication in this place. Pilgrims wrote their requests on letters, pour anointing oil on them, and top them with money. All around are pictures of this form of supplication. Many even leave behind pictures with their prayer notes. There are codes of behavior which the pilgrims are expected to observe while in circulation here. Trading activities are banned. Same goes for alcohol and cigarettes, among several others. Pilgrims are not charged for coming to the site, but they pay a token of 300 naira for room accommodation per night. The accommodation was as well built by Araya community, purposely for the pilgrims. It is far from enough though, but it gives liberty to pilgrims to relax, study, and access conveniences. The chapel neither collects offering nor receives tithes. People desiring upkeep of the place donate voluntarily to the community. One other thing, I have seen no sign of cooking. I wondered, how do the pilgrims eat? Our work done, we retreated to our boat for the return journey to the main Arah town. We were joined by some pilgrims who were exhausted the day they chose to stay at the site. Going back, we were able to capture better pictures of our return. It so happened that Everything about the pilgrimage to this place is well sought after by the community.
Now, one of the amazing things about our distance is that these people that are paddling us, they are doing it on a commercial basis, bringing people from the port there, from the place where people are joining in, and going to the chapel there. They are doing it for cash. This man told me that he can do it 10 times a day. That means he goes 5 times and come back 5 times. How he does it is a wonder. Okay, you say you are taking passengers from one end to the end every day. How many times?
Yes, sir. We do 5 times go in and 5 times come back.
Every day?
Every day.
Your hand, no, they pay you?
Yeah, we are master into it.
So
I work into it.
So they pay you. How much they pay, right?
Well, the community used to pay.
The community pay for it?
Yes, sir.
So it's like free of charge? It's a voluntary thing?
Voluntary, yes, sir.
So you are doing it voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
So you take people going and coming back
yes,
voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for how long have you been doing this?
More than almost 2 years now.
2 years?
Yes, sir.
What of the canoe? The canoe belongs to the community or belongs to you?
You know, it belongs to the community.
Okay.
As we continue through the waterways to Araya, we met some pilgrims coming down. All along, there are pictures of farmers attending to their farmlands, an amazing scenario that were. While still on the way, I wondered the kind of interpretation theologians will give to this phenomenon, or whether there are records in sacred literature of events like this. Eventually, we anchored at Araya town. It so happened that the vice president of the Araya community, Mr. Rogo Geoffrey, has his house close to the riverside. So we dropped together some intelligence from him on the relations of the community and the Bible side.
We have been to the chapel.
Arah.
We have been to the place where the Bible was built out for.
Yeah.
What does that mean to the community?
You mean the Bible side?
The Bible side, the Bible, the whole incident. What does it mean to this community, to Araya community?
It means it's a holy ground. It means everybody here is holy. And the first person that brought gospel to this place, to Isoko, even to Nigeria, is from this place. It's called Adami Bodu.
So it's not only about the history of the Bible, it is also the very first person who brought Bible to this country.
Yeah.
Is from
Araya here. And the person was even born 1914, and the Bible fell 1914.
Mr. Geoffrey believes Araya has potential to be on the international tourist map.
I learned that the chapel and everything belongs to the community, right?
Yeah.
The chapel belongs to the community.
Yeah, the community. Yeah, somebody, just a single-handed man, built that place and handed it over to the community.
So the community are the ones who are taking care
Yes,
of it.
yes.
How are you taking care of it? Is it not a task for you? Because
it's a big task. I'm even happy that you're even around. From my right up here that I wanted to give, that is one of the something that I put. That.
So tell me, what is the problem now in maintaining that place?
And then the problem is what I see there is if the government can take that place over, we shall be very happy. And the chapel is in a state of disrepair. You can see. So if the government can take up all this, and the lodge there, they are not enough. They are not enough, especially during dry season. Some people should sleep outside because there will be no space for this thing.
Throughout the interview, Geoffrey's dog refused to let up. Soon after, however, we took our bearing to Ajoro, still wondering, a monumental miracle of religious value in the 20th century. I thought such miracles ended with the scriptural prophets.